And the award for the most pointless sequel goes to... Joker Folie is directed by Todd Phillips and stars Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. It is a follow-up to the 2019 film Joker and tells the story of Arthur Fleck, who after being locked up in Arkham falls in love with the psychopath Harley Quinn. They both fall deeply for each other, however their romance cannot end happily ever after. I know you probably want to know how I feel about the first Joker before I start this review. I actually love the first Joker. I think that it has really something to say. I just think that it's a really great movie, and like Todd Phillips directed the hell out of the first Joker. Unfortunately, Joker Folie is a movie that doesn't have much to say. The first film was designed to be a standalone, and I think that it should have remained that. I don't think that was a necessity for a sequel. I think that this movie is really a miscalculation on everybody's part, on the studio, on Todd Phillips, on the producers. I think that this movie is just really boring. It's so boring, guys. I was so excited when the movie finally ended because I got the hell out, and I'm in pain actually telling you that, because I love the first Joker. I think that it's really a great film. But here, the movie is really unfocused. It doesn't have a coherent story to tell. And I just think that it's really a mess. I'll start off with the pros. I think that Joaquin Phoenix still gives a great performance. I don't think that his performance is as good as the first Joker. I don't think that he'll win the Oscar here this time around. But I think that he is still good as Arthur Fleck slash Joker, and I think that he is by far the best part of this film. He's the reason why you would buy a ticket for Joker Folie. If for nothing else, I think that he is worth every penny. Lady Gaga, I just don't think fits as Harley Quinn. I didn't see her in the role. I just didn't buy in her performance. I saw Lady Gaga, and while she sings good, I think that her voice is good. I think that she has talent while she sings. I just think that her acting is so stiff, and it really shows how she's a better singer than an actor. I'm sorry, I just don't buy her as Harley Quinn. I know a lot of people think that she's great in this movie. I just don't really think that she's all that good. She has decent chemistry with Arthur Fleck. I'll give her that. I sort of bought why they were together, why they were in love. I got into that, but I just didn't really buy her as Harley Quinn. I didn't like what they did with her character. At the same time, she is the reason probably that they just decided to make this movie a musical. Also, Brendan Gleeson is really good here. I think that he's good as one of the prison guards. I liked his performance, but there wasn't much to his character. The music and the direction of this film is just superb. Direction here is as good as the first one, and the cinematography, the camera shots, it all looks absolutely wonderful. And I think that it's really a feast for the eyes. I just love the way this movie looks, and I love the way that Gotham looks too. I just think that it should have been in a better movie. This is just nothing compared to the first. And the movie does has some entertaining scenes. I like some of the scenes that take place in the prison, and some of the scenes that take place in the courtroom in the second act of the film. But there are few and far between, and I just think that overall I wasn't really entertained watching this film. The musical numbers here feel completely useless. They don't feel like they fit in this type of universe. They feel forced, and I'm sure that it's to hide the fact that the story is really mediocre and they don't have much here, so they're gonna put as many musical numbers as they can to make it look as if things were happening, some things are happening on screen, but it really doesn't work. I don't like most of the musical numbers in this film. Like maybe one or two of them, but that's it. And it happens for no reason too. Like you don't need to have the musical numbers where you have them in this film. It's almost like forced on us. Like there's a lot of decisions in this film that feel weird. Like the movie backtracks on Arthur Fleck Joker. Like there's no progression anymore to his character. It's almost like we're rewinding with him. It's so weird. I just don't know what happened here. I know that Todd Phillips wrote and directed this movie. Like I just don't understand what happened. I don't like the story that they told, and half of this movie is like in a courtroom drama. It's really just uninteresting. Harvey Dent makes an appearance here in this film, but like nothing is done with him. Like it could just have been a random attorney, and like it just didn't really need to be Harvey Dent. There was nothing there, and I just don't understand why they decided to bring Harvey Dent in if like you're not going to do anything with him. There is also no social commentary here, and what I mean by that is like in the first Joker, it had like a message. It has something to say. It was about child trauma and mental illness. It was about like how society isn't perfect and how like when people ask for help, like almost nobody cares. I love what they did with the first Joker. I love the message in that film, but here it feels really like there is nothing. There's nothing for the filmmakers to tackle. There's nothing interesting going on, and I think that the movie is really bland. It just feels pointless. That's the word I would use, and it's frustrating. And last point I want to make is that in the first Joker movie, like there's a bunch of violence. It's really brutal, and I love like that there's a lot of suspenseful scenes in that film. You're always on the edge of your seat. You're always wondering what is going to happen next. You're never bored. But here, there's no brutality. Who really watched the first Joker and thought, hey, the sequel really needs musical numbers? Like, who actually said that other than the producers? Like, I bet like nobody watching the first movie thought that. Like, it just feels weird. I just don't understand what happened with this movie. I think that the ending is really just bad ending. It doesn't make much sense. It's just thrown at you and you're supposed to accept it. So yeah, this is a pointless sequel. I'm really disappointed in this film. I'm not afraid to trash on something when it deserves to be trashed. Here, Joker Folie Deux isn't a good film, guys. It just isn't. And it's a miscalculation on everybody's part. And I hope that one day Todd Phillips is going to be able to do like a great sequel, because right now, with the Hangover films and Joker Folie Deux, he hasn't made one yet. Yeah. Those are my thoughts on Joker 2. I'm not a fan, as you can see. I'd give this movie a D+. I think that it's not worth your time, and it could have been much better. It could have been much, much better, actually. So, yeah, those are my thoughts, unfortunately. Please let me know what you think about Joker Folie Deux down in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.
The sun comes.
You're Joker.
Look around! Look at all these people! Bring on! I will no longer allow any of you so stop your sighing to keep me down. Be happy again. I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want. Sing hallelujah. Come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day.